Okay. Hey everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. So welcome to the live. Great to be here as always. Uh, we got a nice short today. So let me show you the one that I triggered another one, a continuation short, and I actually closed it. Big mistake from me. Where is it? So it was this one. I closed in small profits and then it dumped basically. So let's start with the plan, okay? So I made a post, I think today about Bitcoin. I will explain you where are the most important levels that you have to look at for Bitcoin right now. And after that, I will show you the setups and everything that we have to execute, okay? So today we got a nice scalp short, so I don't have the setup anymore. It's a hit full take profit, and I will show you the reason why I shorted that. So basically, what happens here? So let me just clear up the chart a little bit. Okay, here, as you can see, we have an important liquidity pool here, okay? These flats here waited to be taken. And so basically, my short POI was here, okay, around 92K. So what happens today? Why the short? Because first of all, they start. So I thought in the beginning it was a trap that they were coming for the last line, as you can see, and they actually didn't sweep it, okay? So Mondays normally we have dumps, okay? So probably inside they between Asia like pretty much accumulates, and then you have London distributing, and when we have a New York opening, basically they will manipulate to the other side. Okay, so what happens here? New York open again, trapped longs. Okay, so very simple trade. We swept the previous week high here. Okay, I thought they would send another leg around these levels, but since I saw the rejection and I started seeing a lower high around that, I thought it was the good time to take it. I don't remember quite well where we took it, but it hit full take profit. I think it was here. Yes. So very good setup to start the week. So previous week high sweep, major liquidity here, and then trapped longs again, getting stopped. Easy stuff. So what happens now is like people are will start, to long every bounce around these levels, which is a mistake. For now, we are selling, and let me go back on the spot chart here to be a little bit cleaner. Okay, so basically there is one level here that I'm interested in for an intraday trade. Okay, it will be this trade here. Okay, basically I'm looking for a sweep of these two lows here. Okay, and we might have the chance to get around these levels. Okay, around our stop loss. Okay, so it's a hard decision to make because we have high chances to go here if the intention is to continue sending Bitcoin up. But as explained in the last live, every time we have a pump, it fails to be sustained because basically what happens when we have a small rally, basically spots are stepping away and then perps are stepping in, okay, perpetual traders, retail, the ones that are getting trapped, and then they get stopped or liquidated, okay? So we played the game like that. We actually had, I don't remember if we had a long here. Let me check real quick. So we had the long on Filecoin. Okay, Filecoin also pumped. I hope you took profits accordingly. So what happens here is that maybe uh, we get an entry here to see if we get a pump Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, so this is the first setup. You already have it in the channel. Tight stop losses. Okay, I believe we might front run these levels if we break down here and we go below the previous week low. Basically, we will get the other setup that is. Let me show the Bybit chart. So it's here, guys. It's an extreme entry, and basically I'm betting here, hence the Jewish dog. I'm betting, I'm betting on a front run of this low here. Why? Because here on the 15 minutes, we have a flat candle, okay, that remains. I think we can only see it on the 15-minute time frame. Maybe on 30 minute too. Okay, so this is very interesting. And Bitcoin market makers sometimes do that. Okay, so what happens is that what is specific on this trade and a little bit different, the way I will execute personally is that this level here, I will size up. Okay, I will not go like 1 or 2%. I might go like 5% on this one. Okay, why? Because if we get a front run here, okay, basically your stop loss can be placed just under that low here. Okay, so we are betting on a front run of the previous month low. Okay, if they want to sweep it just a little bit lower, the stop loss, but as you can see, this is a very tight stop. Um, um, in comparison, okay, the risk to reward here is very good, 7.28, which is nice. And yes, I intend to go heavy on this one if we get it. Okay, so you need to keep that limit open. Sweep of that, we might get a snipe, because what happens, this is a major level, guys. Say, and if we get another nuke, I think we can get this lower level I was talking about. So that's what I have on Bitcoin. Nothing much. This market doesn't give me any options to trade, like, to take big intraday trades that could last 1 or 2 days. I can't bet on big moves anymore, because you can see that At any moment, the market can go south. Okay, and I'm very glad we have Muro because he is killing the market basically with the altcoins shit, and he was very good. So we're very lucky to have him. He doesn't only focus on Bitcoin, which is a good thing. Um, so now, oh, this guy is everywhere. What the fuck are you doing here, Arlik? My guy. Okay, 78K. Yeah, 78K. So around this area here, I think they will front run the lows here, and I think we can get a run. If we break this, we're going to 68, 70K around this area here. But we want the Bitcoin cheaper, so I'm so mad I closed my short today, the second one, but anyways. Okay, so the market is slowly going into our POI here. So this will be maybe the first long of the week that I will be taking, and then I'll patiently wait for the limit order underneath. One condition. So this I have a short POI here also. I do believe a price will reject around these levels, and I'm also waiting for a reclaim of that here. Honestly, if we reclaim that 4 hour level here, this is where I could see Bitcoin go to 98K basically. Okay, it's not about the yearly open, it's about flipping that level here. Okay, it's like super important, and bulls are trying. Of course, bears like have immense power here. Okay, and as I said, as soon as we have a pump, we have the spots, stepping down, so it makes it very, very difficult for bulls to uh, get a bullish structure on the higher time frame, which is, you know, even this one today, I was really looking for it to go higher, but hence I know in what environment we're trading in. Um, I decided to take a short, okay, and I had also a long around here, but took profits and shorted. So this week I'm looking at this level nice liquidity pool. We have the highest time frame volume profile. This is the low volume node where we expect a reversal. So one visit, revisit, and reverse from here. And maybe we to see a big move. I think to 107, 107K pretty much, but to create a higher time frame, lower high. I think the top is in. If we get another high, it will be from these levels again. I said it in the last live. We have to come here to, get some big spot buying, basically. Okay, if you are a big investor, this is what I'm explaining. People are getting mad because Bitcoin is not pumping anymore, but basically you have to remember it's coming from 15K. Okay, so if you are a big investor, of course you are not going to buy around these levels. They're just doing it, slowly, 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 so it doesn't look like a scam, because it is a scam. But anyways, yes, so that's what I have on Bitcoin. That's how we are going to execute it. And if I have any 1 minute time frame scalps, I will share them in the channel. So now we go on ETH here. Nothing much on ETH. Yeah, don't take this setup in consideration. It wasn't taken. Basically, it was canceled because we got front run on some other things. Bitcoin, Ethereum is coming back to the value area low here. I would like to see what happens around the box, but again, I marked the box here. nice pump, and now it's retracing the move. Hence why it's very important to take profits very fast into this market, because we are not in the same environment as when we were here. Okay, this is finished. Okay, what I see on Ethereum, if it shocks you or not, 786 fib. I do see a front run of this low here, 2,200. Okay, it's very close. It's closer than you think. I see the price stagnating here. Okay, at some point we are going to arrive here. Maybe we get a manipulation and a distribution, because you know that, and I told you already, that basically Ethereum is very good at creating this kind of patterns here. Okay, so you might have a unique occasion. I got front run in the previous fall, and I had too long around 1475. I had a long from here, but this is the one I wanted, because we have some equals here that still waiting to get taken. Something will happen, they will get taken. Higher time frame, value area low on the volume profile. Okay, so a purge of these bring maybe Ethereum back to 900, 970, and this might be your occasion to step in as a spot buyer, or open an immense long, in my opinion. When it's going to happen, I don't know, but it's going to happen. Lower time frames, nothing much. Looks like it's going to continue to correct here. So the problem is that, it's a choppy market, but I'm not against. We're arriving into the point of control. I'm not against a short, even from here, stops here, risky one, right? Around the value area low, okay? So yeah, something like that. I'm not against the idea, basically. Even if you had a dump, it will just be a continuation. Because it's Monday and everybody is like, chasing every bounce, and they're trying to long it. So I think it's wrong. I would just be, and a little bit cautious with um late shorting and stuff like that. I don't know where we are sitting here. Let's see. Monday low, Asia low again. So what happens is that Asia low is taken and reclaimed. You can see that it was reclaimed twice here. So I really don't know if it's a very good level to short, but I think people will, I think it's too easy to go and long the Asia low here. I think we're going for lower prices from here. I can, if I dare to say, I can see an acceleration coming from these levels, but I just don't need to go very heavy on that one. So, okay, this is just an idea. I don't want you to get wrecked, because we already had a setup, we made profits. So, if you want to take this trade, it's your responsibility, okay? We are right at the Asia low that just got swept. Maybe they do a small, pump, and then we continue, or something happens, a miracle, things that I don't see anymore, and especially on Mondays, we just get a bullish structure and continue up. I think it's less probable, but it can happen. I just trade momentum, but you should wait a little bit, I guess. Maybe take it a little bit from higher. Here we have some a small fair value gap. I don't know. Honestly, it's a little bit late to take the trade. We had to take it from here. This was your answer to short it here. Okay. So yeah, that's what I have for the market. Again, about Solana, of course we had a front run, because this is how it is. So I'm betting on a long around 114. Maybe we get another sweep, and then we can get the long. So I know, and my rule is that if you mark an entry, it's gonna hit no matter what. It's just about time, you know. So um, I'll be waiting for this one, and I'll see what happens. Uh, and here I'm waiting for a season, still waiting for dips of dips. Forget the all seasons, bro. It's not happening. I think 80% it's not happening. We have to, you know, we have to be real with that thing, and it's a very serious matter because I know that a lot of people, you know, are buying immense bags and they wait for years and years to get something, you know. But I think the alt season actually, compared to other cycles, happened in 2023, guys. I'll be very honest with you. If you scan the market and you go between October, September 2023, this is when we had the biggest run. Okay. This is where actually I made my first figures. I started with 4K, I got liquidated 2 times, and then I started again with $7,000, and I made 6 figures, guys, without skills, without anything. This is finished. What happens is when they start selling the supply, there's absolutely no reason for them to create another rally. It takes years. It takes much time for it to happen. So that's why the most important thing is to know how to trade, because if you have an out season, it can happen, but it's very, you know, it can be very random basically, and you never know when it's happening. The problem is you are waiting and you're not doing nothing almost in between about when I'm talking about investments, and you're not getting any results, you know. So this is a very important matter about where you place your money and who is controlling the supply on your investments. We had real projects, real world assets, tokenization, and this and that, everything dumped, even real projects, you know. Since we had the Trump coin and politicians getting in the game and getting involved with crypto, this is where everything went to shit, basically. Okay. And you know, I smelled the thing, and that's why I transitioned even some assets. I sold like in loss, and I regrouped all my assets, like my stables, into Zcash. Okay, I had an average entry of $47. It went up to $700, and I sold everything almost, like 90% of the supply there. And this is where I made real money. Uh, After that, I'm not interested in, like, you know, invest in anything else, basically. I bought for 3 years, and then I said fuck it, because there are reasons why I bought only this one. And then we had the rally. I sold around almost my bag here, because the 10th of October I lost 50K when we had the big drop, and I had to rebalance my perpetual wallets basically. So they gave me no choice. But in the highest time frames, this is one of the only ones I still accumulating. I bought again spot around 300. It was the buy zone, but now I'm building a bag for like the next 5 to 7 years, maybe 5 years, because I'm seeing like Zcash going to 15K one day. Like, so we got the first one. I think this is one of the only ones crypto wise to invest. Okay, the other shits, meme coins, and this and that, they can pump to create an exit liquidity pump, and that's it. That's it. This is an alt season and stuff is finished, guys. It's finished. Like, don't rely on that. I don't know if it can crash, but because I don't know if anybody is controlling the supply. What I know is that the max supply is at 21 million, like Bitcoin was, And if I find you the right chart, it wicked from where it's coming from, and then you have a very, very long accumulation if we take it on the highest time frames. Okay, so whales bought here, okay? They bought for years and then they create the move. They exit a little bit their bags, but for a long term, I think the next Bitcoin is the cash basically. So I left 10% of the supply, bought at $47 average entry, and now I bought again at 300 basically. And if we get a dip around 129, this will be my last buy, and then I will just lock the wallet somewhere, and then I will wait. Spot investments is like almost zero. I sold whatever Bitcoin I had, Ethereum, shit coins. I have one real world asset, and I just bought another bag of XPL, but it's mostly a gamble, But I'm betting on exit liquidity rallies. Basically, it's not what we call an alt season. Talking about alt season, though, total three, okay. Total three is crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH, okay. So on hard time frames, yes, we are in a downtrend, okay. On the weekly, we are on a downtrend, so there's nothing I can do for that. I'm really sorry, but didn't follow up. Ethereum followed up way later. So yeah, you have to learn how to trade. You can make money this way, of course, if you are respecting the risk management, or else it's becoming a gamble. But investing and keep DCAing into this shit is like useless for me. For me, it's a game. Never thought. No, 700 was ATH. No, it's. I think the cash is going way higher, way higher. But yeah, so be it. Okay, let's go now. Siberia, nice dog, bro. Bit. Okay, we have some nice new altcoins here, pumping and shit. I prefer not to touch them. Um, I don't know. They can dump at any moment. So I used to trade them very well before. Like I was, that's how I made most of my followers during time. It was by shorting. I was like shorting and sniping this kind of things, but I was spending too much time and energy into that. Um, so basically, I'm not interested into longing these things, but into shorting the exit liquidity rallies. I was very good at that, and then I stopped. Today also I caught a pump that it hit full take profits on euro, because I also trade forex. I don't know if you guys trade forex. So I caught a nice trade here. H was the trade that I gave you. Okay, guys, I was like, if we go here, it's a miracle. And actually, this is very impressive what happened here. 250%.
We filled a nice gap on the 1 hour. I'm not saying it's going to just dump here, but we got the idea here, okay? I mean, I could leave some moon bag, but I was never expecting this kind of this type of candles here, honestly. So nice trade on H, full take profit. What else do we have? Luna shitcoin. If you have any requests of anything, you guys can ask me, okay? Coins that exist in the market. Okay, another exit liquidity dump that takes years. Okay, so I tried everything with INJ. I mean, it looks like the rest of the altcoins, right? They have dumped since the 10th of October and they continue to fill the week. Okay, so I believe, I do believe it can go around these levels, sweep that low and maybe you can get an entry here. Also, not touching this. Nothing. I don't have anything to talk about these coins. Like just a shit coin. Vanry was Vanry had a spot bag and I sold it break even pretty much. Shitcoin. This is your weekly chart. It's arriving to zero. It's really close to zero right now. So also nothing. Like we saw some pumps on Bitcoin and stuff. It hasn't even moved. That means that no one is interested into buying this shitcoin. So I don't know what you guys are trying to see into that, but I'm sorry to bring you a reality check about the market. Yes, we can get an alt season. Yes, they can create a rally. If they want to, they can do that. The thing is like over the years, like when the fourth cycle started, they created like so many altcoins, and also we had the pump fund and stuff. um we had the pump fund and stuff, they extracted all the liquidity from the market, basically. So yeah, I don't know who's gonna buy these things. And lost money on this. Yeah, yeah. I saw a lot of nice traders, very respectable traders, uh, shilling Vanry, and I didn't understand why. Never mind. I have this setup on River. If you're interested, we might get the completion of a Gartley here. For those that know about harmonics,
would make sense to me. I don't know if it will come from here, but it will make sense to me if the price falls from here, to get a continuation long. So let's see. That's it, guys. It's only Monday. I don't have much to say. Our levels are already marked here, and we are just waiting to execute. Okay, there is no here. For example, even if you long, you know that we arrived at the POI here. I'm pretty much sure that even if you long here after waiting for the dip, it's never going to reach your targets. You already know that you have a flat candle here that is just waiting to get swept. Okay, so you might have an occasion here. What you want to see is like it might come from lower, but basically if we get a sweep and a lower high, and then you have a slow grind here, this will be your answer to short. If we get a bounce tonight or something. But I don't think the market will recover immediately after that dump. It can, of course, because we have this kind of price action, but let's check something. The green one, as you can see, are the Monday candles, right? Pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, dump. um, this is a little bit different. Starts with dumping and then pumping. It's normal because we were in the discount zone, so we had a different pump and dump. As you can see, most of them are pump and dump patterns since the big drop, right? That's why I'm saying that you should be betting more on these, dumps on Mondays. Simple as that, because statistically it works better. So Monday usually we are shorting the market, especially in an environment like that. It's way easier than waiting for dips. You are already in a short. Sadly, I took a second short and I just closed it. But yeah, don't bet in any crazy stuff because statistically, we dump on Mondays. They clear up the weekend liquidity and everything. So yeah, nothing much to say. We already made profits today. The only thing I want to say is that don't overtrade. Um, for example, Muro, the boss, is like sharing a lot of trades, like an immense volume of trades. I don't know how he does that, but I guess since he's experienced, like he might have an allocation of 3% spread into these altcoins. That means that he might go, maybe he longed act, he might go 0.3, 0.5, okay? It's not like 1 or 2% per trade. You have to expose like 3% of your portfolio into active trades, basically, okay? This is how you have to, look at the market. So you have to be careful with the price action first, uh, to see in what environment you're trading, and then you have to spread your margin very smartly, okay? Because if something happens and you are like in 5 longs with a 7 to 10% exposure, you are gonna get damaged a lot. And after it takes time, to recover the whole thing. So you should be a little bit careful. I used to do that. Oh my God. Guys, I just saw something. Oh my shit. Oh, fuck. My God, I was looking at Pippin today and it was like we broke the parabola and stuff. People were looking for longs. I was like, I think I want to short it, and there you go. There you go. Falling guys. Good night. That's it. This is they're selling the supply. That's it, bro. It's cooked. Jelly. I think I gave the short. We got stopped. The idea was right. Same shit. Let's check Fartcoin. Fartcoin. This is not the trade actually. The trade was coming from here or here, something like that. But I canceled the entry that I gave you around these levels. Sad. Okay. Let's see Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay, nothing much to say about the market. So I gave you the most nice, the most important POIs on Bitcoin. Uh, no, night needs a little bit more. I think. I think it has a little bit more juice. Not yet. Yeah, so that's it about the market. Gold, I think, made new all-time highs again. So I really don't know what to think about gold. This is really concerning for me because the more gold goes up, the more it smells like shit for the markets, and we might be heading into a recession. I think we're already in a recession, but when you see gold like that, it's not looking good. Okay, okay, guys. So you enjoy your day. You trade safe. You trade safe. You take care of yourself. You see, someone said here, ETH bouncing, but these are in my opinion, right? These are the kind of bounces where everybody gets dropped. It's very important to identify momentum, you know. But now, what I really, really want is like the Bitcoin at 80K, like a nice liquidation event here to destroy everybody. Who the fuck cares? And then we get our entry. Basically, I'm going heavy on this one. I don't care. The stop loss is pretty much tight, and I have a next limit order here, like level by level. But I don't want to go for large stop losses and stuff. But yeah, maybe everybody gets destroyed. We get they front run the low, and we are in the trade, guys. Like if it wicks here, we will be in instant profits. Like I would like to make 40K on this trade. So I intend to go heavy on this one. I think it's worth. I mean, bounce to short, of course, of course, of course. Okay, the end of the year is like close here. So normally they're chopping around. Everybody is talking about something like Santa Rally and stuff like that. When people and market makers read this type of shit, they're laughing. They're laughing as fuck. So um identify liquidity pools, identify key levels, and these are the ones you should trade. Okay. Imagine the market makers. Okay, let's make a Santa Rally and make and allow everybody to make money. Do you really think a market that is designed to take money from us will ever do that? Never, right?
So if it happens, it's for another reason. Okay, guys, thank you very much. It was a quick live, but I don't have, sorry, I don't have the time to go for a live scalp session. We already got the move, so yeah, you have all the POIs to execute, Bitcoin. You don't need anything else from me right now. So enjoy, guys, and good night.